Hi guys, welcome to Dazzle on Motorcycle Tips. Welcome to the channel. Finally, I've got to do my version of the north of the UK, Scotland, and part of the NC500. Now I've taken tips and advice from people that have done this trip, and for the last 2 years I've been wanting to go, and I think again it's the window of opportunity, the optimum time to go to get the best reward of doing the trip. And for me it was always going to be May or September, so it's out of mosquito month, or the mozzie month, and the tourist month when it's peaked with the tourists visiting in the summer months. So now this is my version of an NC500. It's not the NC500, it's parts of it, probably from Blacknabar going up to on the west coast, on the west coast to Tong on the north coast, and splitting Scotland right down the middle into the Cairngorms. Stopping in Airbnbs. I'm not camping this time, and I'll also put a link in the description and on the screen now actually for a brilliant website which is dedicated to the NC500 if that's what you want to do. That starts from Inverness, and I think it's about 516 miles in total. So in this first episode I'm just heading on up towards Scotland, not actually reaching Scotland in this first episode. I'm going to North Yorkshire and a place called the Tann Inn pub at 1732 feet. It's the world famous Tann Inn pub, the highest pub in Great Britain, and when you walk in you can liken it to the film called An American Werewolf in London, where those two backpackers walk in. It's got that feel about it, and an open fire and low ceilings, and it's 17th century classic architecture. It's just a fantastic place to go and visit, high up on the mountain. And then after that I'm headed on up to Cumbria, to the first Airbnb in a place called Alston, and just down the road from the Airbnb is the A686, the Hartside Pass. I'll read you what it says online about the Hartside Pass. The AA magazine recently labelled the route as one of the greatest drives in Britain, whilst Top Gear also recently voted it the 9th best drive in the country. Okay, so that's all coming up in this first episode of my northern trip. So first fuel up, we're rounded up to £25. So here we are guys on the first day of my Scotland trip, and I've done about 130 miles. It's just gone 11 o'clock now. I am now on this A road going towards Hawes. Hawes is a nice town. It's a place where Wensleydale cheese is made, and from Hawes you go sort of north out of Hawes, and that's when you ascend the mountain towards the Tann Inn pub. Yeah, I'll turn the camera on when we get to Hawes and I'll show you what that town's like before we go up to the Tann Inn pub. So I'm just coming into Hawes now. You can see how pretty it is. It's got this red brick cobbled road as you come round into the high street. Really quite beautiful, and the artisan shops and that you see as you go by, really sort of the character of how it's been kept over the years, the White Hart Inn there. Yeah, so here we come into the centre. So as I say, this is a place you could stop. That's the way I'm going to be going down there up to the top towards the Tann Hill, but I'm going to go and park up opposite the cafe there. I think there's a couple of cafes you go to. See some bikers there already. See if I can pop it in there. See if there's space for me. Looks like it's full up. Can I squeeze in? Let's see if we can squeeze in there. Round the back. Might be pushing it. I don't want to block that bike in, do I? Oh dear, I might have to go and park in the car park opposite. Yeah, so if you can't get here, parked up here, there's a car park opposite there, so I think I'll have to go there. Free parking for bikes. Last time I came, motorcycles only. I'll just squeeze it on the end. And this is the exciting road leading up to the Tann Inn pub. A beautiful drop on the right there, and that little valley. Damaged cattle grid, it says here. I hope it holds up for the bike. That reminded me a little bit of the Hartside Pass on the Lakeland Loop, and I think for somewhere that's just quite remote, there's always a lot of cars here, which is good, isn't it? And if you look on the website, they have like song nights and people come in to play songs. You can stop for a break as well, and let's park right on the front. I'm sure they won't mind. There we go, Britain's highest inn, 1,732 feet above sea level. Welcome to Tann Inn. This world famous Tann Inn is rated excellent on TripAdvisor. One reviewer said the dogs were made so welcome, the food amazing, the beer sublime, and the rooms gorgeous. Can't recommend it enough. As for location, just out of this world. Beautiful, beautiful place, can't wait to go back. Now I didn't eat, but this dish looked really nice as the waiter passed me with someone else's dish.
Lovely, thank you.
This is the second one. I'm in Cumbria now. There we go, what's that? £21.84. Do you remember what I said about the Hartside Pass? Well, fortunately I get to ride up it to get to the first Airbnb in Alston. So here's a little bit of what this fantastic road looks like going up, and the view from the top. So after the sublime Hartside Pass, I arrived in Aston at my first B&B, which over the course of the trip would turn out to be the best in terms of hospitality, quality of food and value for money. Okay, I did sleep in the bunkhouse, but I had the whole room to myself, fortunately. So after day 1, 221 miles or 355 kilometres completed, roughly 5 hours riding, and £107 spent on petrol, food and accommodation.